Hey. Hacha. That's it. Matitana noti.
Yeah, take it away.
Welcome to today's live broadcasting here. We're going to go over a little bit of some events that are going on in our neighboring community of Thunder Child Cree Nation. Um, Apparently, there's going to be hot dogs for all kids and parents accompanying their kids. I'm not sure what kind of a what's the title of this event here, my friend.
Start on this one. Read
Okay.
this one.
Hello, my name is Brian Misto, and we are going to get started here. There is a game day in Thunderchild, showcasing one of our own hockey players here from Onion Lake. She plays with the U of S Huskies, and her name is Jacqueline Chief. Um, she apparently is doing really well. She, let's see here. She is currently in college, and her major is arts and science. She's actually doing really well. Tomorrow, January 4th, Saturday, in Thunderchild, they're going to have a college game, which is going to be showcasing U of S Huskies and the Red Deer Queens. Um, Tomorrow, the game is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are going to be taking a bunch of fans from Onion Lake who want to go and watch. Onion Lake Seventh Generation is uh, is going to be taking some fans, students, um, aspiring hockey players to go in cheer on our very own Jacqueline Chief. Um, so yeah, whoever wants to go, get a hold of Mr. Fraser Heathen. 639-343-7299. Um, yeah, do you want to add anything to that there, Fraser?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I mean, Mr.
Man. Out.
No. Yeah, um, like Brian said, for the viewers out there, uh, first of all, Happy New Year. And we have a comment here from the man himself,
Oh, that's it. Apel.
Nathan Arias.
Arias.
Arias. Yeah, so just for the viewers out there, we're here to promote the game tomorrow that's happening in Thunderchild Wellness Center. You're gonna, like Brian said, you have the U of S Women's Huskies hockey team. They're playing Red Deer Queens tomorrow. We are gonna be taking some fans there, so if you're interested, reach out to me on Facebook or my cell. Um, Departure is at 11:30 from the arena. We're gonna be covering the transportation and the admission to get into the game. So for the parents, if you want your kids to go and watch, to be involved, we do encourage parental involvement. um we won't have like chaperones to look after everybody, so we will need help from the parents. Again, admission is going to be covered. I talked to Thunderchild Wellness Center, and they said they're going to be provide or feeding hot dogs and drinks to the kids. They have to be accompanied by a parent. What else? So departure 11:30 from the arena. We're gonna be taking a bus, the charter bus, and like Brian said, Jacqueline Chief, who is the daughter of Peterson Chief, is playing for the U of S Huskies. This is her second year. I just want to add a little bit to that. Just wait. I'm gonna change the view. So there we are, me and Brian. I want to read something here, just a little profile on Jacqueline, just to kind of get an idea. This is an old article, I think from last year or a couple of years ago. There was a media person, I guess, following her and kind of, put an article together, did some research. So I want to read that, and I think it captures the how high of an achievement this is. So this is written by, let's see, Darren Steinecke. He's a freelance sports writer and photographer, writes for Saskatoon. So here's the article. When crunch time came, Jacqueline Chief was hoping fate would create a way to stay close to home. While playing her final campaign as captain of the Prince Albert Northern Bears female under 18 AAA hockey team last season, Chief committed to Maryville University Saints women's hockey team in St. Louis, Missouri. The Saints are a Division I team in the American Collegiate Hockey Association. Originally, her goal was to play in the Canada West Conference in youth sports. As time drew closer to depart for the United States, the hand of fate sent a gift the smooth skating defender had been looking for. It was really late in summer, like end of July, said Chief. I just got a message from University of Saskatchewan Huskies women's team head coach Steve Cook saying that he had an unexpected D spot open. He was just wondering if he could persuade me to come here to the U of S. Sure enough, it worked. It was a big decision to make since I had already committed to the States, but I'm glad I am here. After deciding to join the Huskies, Chief hasn't looked back. She has played in all of the Huskies' 14 regular season games to date, posting a +1 rating in the plus-minus department. It is pretty rare for first-year defenders to play regularly in youth sports, especially being a fresh high school graduate. Chief is already seeing time on the Huskies' penalty kill, which includes playing 4-on-3 kills in overtime. She felt lots of joy about the fact she could stay relatively close to her home in the Onion Lake Cree Nation in Saskatchewan and to her parents and mother, Tammy Duffy Chief, and father Pete. The 18-year-old said people from her home community wouldn't have been able to see her play as much in person if she had gone down to the United States. The support of my family and my community in Onion Lake, I think that helps me a lot, especially with my hockey career, said Chief, whose Huskies are 9-3-1-1 so far this season. They've all been such a big support system for me. I'm happy that I get to stay home and they get to watch me in person instead of online if I were to go away. She received a very much welcomed surprise during her second regular season game, which happened to fall on the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation on September 30th. Before the clash with the U of Manitoba Bisons at the Huskies home rink in Merlis Belcher Place, Chief took part in a pregame ceremony where elders from Onion Lake Cree Nation wrapped her in a blanket as part of the traditional blanket ceremony. I was honored, said Chief, who stands 5'6", I think it was really important for everybody in the stands and both teams to experience something like that. It is becoming more normal, but I think it was important for everybody to see that this is a part of my life and it can be a part of the game as well. On the ice, Cook said Chief's strongest asset is her skating skill. The bench boss said the young defender is still learning all the nuances regarding positioning the defensive zone in the U Sports game. Cook said Chief's skating ability has allowed her to recover if she gets in a bad spot in the defensive zone when Chief gets the puck. Cook said she is able to get it out of traffic and get the play transitioning up ice. While Chief has already played in some situations rookie defenders don't normally play in at the U Sports level, Cook is planning to see where Chief's role could further expand out to. I want to play her in a few more spots, said Cook. Some of those spots that I want to play her in will just come with experience. The only way that you do that is you play a game and you stick her in a few spots. I'd like to get her in on special teams. I think she skates well, sees the ice well, moves the puck, and passes really well. She gets a little bit nervous up there, and sometimes expectations for a younger player can weigh on you more than what your skill level is. Cook said defense is the hardest position to learn and adjust to every time a player moves up a level in the game. The veteran coach said rookie defenders go through a learning curve of making plays in the defensive zone, and when they get the puck, they have to make the correct reads and transitioning the puck up ice. Some of the reads might include bringing the puck up center ice or passing it up center ice. If opponents are taking away the boards, most defenders at lower levels are focused on getting the puck out of their zone by clearing it off the boards or glass. Cook said Chief sees the ice at an advanced level and thinks the game at a high level too. The Time U Sports Coach of the Year said the biggest adjustment Chief has had to make is in trusting her teammates are going to be in the right spots when it comes to making plays. I think the game is a little bit easier for her, said Cook. She just has to allow herself to play. When she comes around the back of the net or out of the corner, there is more than one choice for her because players are where they're supposed to be. Sometimes turn the music down a little bit. Sometimes she just gets in her own way and worries a little bit too much. We're just trying to get her to trust what she sees because a lot of times it is the right call. Chief said you could quickly tell how much experience the players at the esports level makes the game a lot crisper than it is at the under 18 AAA level. At the esports level, Chief plays with and against players that can be 23 or 24 years old, including some who have had experience in Canada's national team system. When it comes to making plays, Chief said it has been a new experience playing with teammates who are consistently in the spots they're supposed to be in. I think it has been a lot more fun, said Chief. I am able to enjoy the game. It is not that I didn't enjoy the game in under 18 AAA, but I think there was a lot more stress when I was in the under 18 AAA system. It was a big difference from AAA to the U of S. Here it is like everybody knows where they're supposed to be. It is like you put the puck there, and that is the girl who is there. It is like you put the puck there, and that is the girl who is there. It is easy to make plays. Chief also wants to set a good example for the youth and young girls in her home area and the Indigenous community as a whole. She would like to be the example of if they see her play, they believe they can do it too. Because I am one of like a handful of players in Canada West that come from an Indigenous background or who are First Nation, I think the small group of us are being trailblazers for the youth, said Chief. Like back home, that is all I want to do, not only for the female youth, but all the youth, just so they can see that it is possible. You do go through ups and downs, but you just have to really work hard and remember who you are and where you come from. Chief is aware that she is still relatively at the beginning as far as her youth sports career goes, and that she still has 4.5 seasons still to enjoy with the Huskies. She's looking forward to everything that comes with the journey ahead. I think it is super exciting because here I can grow as a player and get better and maybe even go pro, said Chief. I think this is where I want to be. I can't wait for the following years because I know I will get stronger and stronger every year. And that's the article.
It seems like she's got all the skills, and then she's got the confidence to move forward with where she's at, which is really a good thing, man. Being a trailblazer, it's really uplifting for up and coming hockey players. The youth you're really a big focus in our community these days. Leading by example is one of the it's really tough to do because like you got a lot of eyes on you, and all the best to her. I really like what she's doing, and I look forward to watching this hockey game tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just want to add a little bit here. Like I was mentioning to Brian earlier, last year the U of S women Huskies team, they hosted the National University Championships last spring, this past spring. There was 4 teams. The U of S was granted a seat. So they were one of the 4 teams battling it out, and we were able to take some youth, some of our girls hockey players over there, and just from my perspective, through my eyes, what I seen, the quality of hockey that these girls play is like it's really high level. The way they move, there's no body checking, but they do play body contact, and it's almost like body checking. If there was body checking, they would be laying each other out, like that's how deadly their angles are and everything. Their timing, the way they line up, cutting off the puck
Fast
and the
pace.
player. Yeah, it's fast.
Yeah.
Every shift is hard. Every shift, every player, their legs are going right through. So forechecking is hard and it's fast. Back checking is hard and it's fast. There's little bit room out there to, you have very little time with the puck to make a play or to, um and I think that says a lot about the quality of hockey that these girls play, and they're like really fit and they could move. Yeah, it's something to see for real.
That's good. Having all that information, you could really get to get an understanding of what kind of a game to be expecting for tomorrow night. Um, you know, I wasn't even aware of this game until today, so like it really, it got my interest, and I think I want to go and have a look and have a watch, and really cheer on our hometown girl. And cheer on all the rest of these people, because there's some here, like there's another one here that's from Lloydminster. There's that plays on the other team, on the Red Deer Queens. So there's some local talent there. um Cold Lake, Alberta. There's a few in there, but let's not lose focus on our hometown Jacqueline Chief. I'm really cheering her on, which is a really good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, I did call Thunderchild Wellness Center. This is another thing for the fans out there. If you haven't been to Thunderchild, their new multiplex that they just built and opened up, like that's another attraction. Like, if you're not really into hockey, it's still something worth going to see. I skated there once this season so far. Just for fun, right? Just
From
hanging out with the boys.
from,
And
from what I heard, it's a really beautiful building.
yeah.
It's a beautiful building, nice ice level, good seating. good concession, all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing the building.
Yeah, it's like Lloyd Multiplex, like a version of that. You have a field house, and you have maybe like 10 volleyball courts. Like it's a real big space, and on the other side of that facility, you have the dressing rooms, and then you have the ice rink, and I think you have a workout place in there. Yeah, it's really state of the art. It's really beautiful. It's something worth checking out for yourself. And they do have a Facebook page, and I told them I would promote their page. They post their scheduling with their courts, their ice, events coming up, and things like that. Which is where we found this information. So tomorrow, they do have a list of events scheduled at the Thunderchild Wellness Center. I'm just gonna read them off. 10 a.m. to 3, they have crafts sponsored by Prevention. 10 a.m. to 3, they have bouncy castles sponsored by ANCFS. 10 a.m. to 3, they have lacrosse sponsored by Rec X. 10 a.m. to 3, they have road hockey. 11 till 3, they have sleigh rides with Rich Pylon, sponsored by Prevention. 10 a.m. to 11:30, they have public skating, stick and puck. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., they have U18 midget boys hockey. Turtleford Tigers versus Meadow Lake. And then 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, they have the U of S Huskies versus Red Deer Queens. And then 5 to 7, they have a family skate. So this is all at the Thunderchild Wellness Center. Another thing to keep in mind with the dates or with the times of these, they're an hour ahead over there. So they're in the different time zones. So we're an hour back.
So everything over there would be starting at Onion Lake time, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And all these are all at their center. There's probably just a different block of the center within the same building, probably the event center, the field house, the parking lot, the arena, right?
Yeah.
So they're all at the one centralized location.
Yeah. So again, the U of S women's hockey game, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So our time, that's 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Again, departure, we're taking a charter. We're leaving at 11:30 a.m. our time from the arena. So if you want to join, come show up there, message me. Make sure you get registered to secure a seat for yourself.
12 and under are free.
12 and under are free.
What I have a question. What if somebody was to go there on their own and say you got a few extra tickets? Would they be able to get a ticket off you and get in like that?
Yeah. Nice. That's a good point, because I do actually have extra tickets right now. So if you are going to go on your own, maybe message me in the morning or maybe around noon hour to see where we're at with ticket availability. I'm pretty sure we'll have extra tickets. So if you're going on your own, message me about noon, and we can hook you up through my program.
Nice work.
What else?
What else we got going on here? You want to go over the team roster, or?
Well, I posted it on our page so people could check that out.
Mm-hmm.
There is other natives though, but I don't know about in this game. Maybe not. But there is other natives playing in the university level.
Mm-hmm.
When we went to the national championship last spring, yeah, there was a couple other natives there. One was from BC.
That's right on.
Somewhere else, yeah.
That's right on. If anybody knows anything that maybe we forgot to touch on, or any suggestions, feel free to contact Mr. Fraser Heathen. I think we covered everything, did we?
Yeah, I think we did too.
Yeah.
So let's turn the page a little bit.
Okay.
How are you? How you been? How's your holiday?
I'm doing good, man. The holidays was awesome. Mine started a little bit early. I got to go visit some place where I needed to go visit, and it was really well. Um, Christmas went well. I think everybody had a good one. Um, I think there was some people that had a really good Christmas that got a little bit of extra money from our neighboring community, which is probably it is a good thing.
Frog Lake,
Yeah, it would have
Cow
been
and Plow.
cows and plows. Yeah, yeah. I had a really good holiday. A lot of downtime, a lot of self-reflecting. I took another step forward within my personal program, which is really good. I like it. Hit a couple of ceremonies, a couple of sweats, which was really good. Hitting another one here, coming up right quick, um, which is really good. Like I really enjoyed my holidays. How was yours?
Yeah, I want to come back to a couple of points you
Yep.
touched on, but
Okay.
yeah, no, my holiday was good too. I was able to spend it with my baby. Yeah, and it made me realize a lot. Um, like I I never had that opportunity. Like she's still young, past couple of Christmases she is with her mom. The last or but anyway, yeah, it was really special. It was really fulfilling. I never realized how special that relationship is with your own kid, like being my first baby and just the joy and love that she brings to the house and to the family. And yeah, so it was really special. I really enjoyed that. Really appreciated that from her mom. And so moving on, my holiday was good. Like just to be able to unplug from work and just life in general, just to hang out and kind of do my own thing. I did focus on getting rest. I got a lot of rest. But I think one of the kind of not so good things that I'm not happy about is the amount of food that I ate in the past 2 weeks, man. Oh, it was not healthy. It wasn't
Some
good.
turkey comas in there somewheres.
Yeah, and pizza, and man, it wasn't good. So I feel really heavy right now, and I didn't get any workout time in, or I didn't skate, I didn't go to the gym, I didn't do nothing past couple weeks. so, so I'm really feeling it on the food side of things. um so moving on from that though, New Year's, like we're in a new year now, and we're getting older. I'm getting older. So my goal for this year, and I don't know if I want to be open about it, but I am just gonna I want to focus on my health this
Mhm.
year. I want to cut down on my smoking. I want to eat better. I want to hit the gym more frequently as much as I can. Towards the last like 6 weeks of the year 2024, work has been really busy and crazy, and it kind of been cutting into my own personal time, my gym time in the evening, like because we had the live stream events and Naw Week and concerts and stuff. I wasn't able to go to the gym in the evening, so I'm really feeling the impacts of that. And I'm not complaining. It's all good. I wanted to work and provide the service. So
Well, there you go. You know what I mean? Like if I think like if if you're taking too much on for work and you're not getting your own quality time, it does take a toll on your body because like when you focus a lot on stuff, like even if you're just sitting in a chair reading or something like that all day, it does take a toll on your mental capacity and stuff like that. You're not able to, your energy level goes down. It's draining. You know, I know for a fact, like when I was in running a lot of equipment, even just sitting in the equipment and focusing on my job, my task at hand, it would be mentally draining. Like I wouldn't have any energy to do anything at the end of the day. So I understand where you're coming from with all that. And then like having a New Year's resolutions, is it a resolution or is it just, like a shift in focus for yourself? I don't know. But having that change, and that's where it all starts. If you start focusing on something mentally, it sets off a chain reaction within yourself that maybe you'll get different types of energy from focus on something different. Change of lifestyle or change of a habit in the morning. You know what I mean? So with that, like I think it's a good thing to shift focus. You'll probably get a different energy out of it. You'll feel better about yourself. Things like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You said you were going to come back and touch on a couple points there when I was saying something.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to kind of, because I know we did this before, and I think some of our viewers maybe remember that. And we kind of shared your journey,
Oh, yeah.
recovery and all of that. So I wanted to kind of come back to that and maybe just get an update on that from you. I think the last time you were in here was in the summer, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was over the summer. A quick update on my personal recovery journey was I think it's where I'm at now. It's like I took a couple steps forward within the 12-step program that I'm currently working on, and I do recommend that 12-step work. It really helps you identify where you're lacking in your life. It helps you address. It helps you give you It gives you tools to help figure yourself out. And it's like if you put the work to it, like you get that much more out of it, because like you can't have somebody else. Questions are good to have for other people, but I mean, if you ask somebody too many questions, then pretty soon they're going to be like, okay, now I feel like I'm trying to do the work for you. So like asking questions, getting a little bit of direction, and then actually figuring your own things out, it really helps a person out a lot. um so moving forward from that, it's like I'm doing really well. I, finding time, finding things to do with the free time that you have, it really helps within the recovery journey. um because like if you got idle hands, I know for myself, idle hands goes back to idle thoughts, or not having something to challenge myself with. It really puts me in a place where depression will set in, because I'll start thinking about things from the past, or I'll start getting lonely. I'll start doing, and my mind just goes off, and things start to snowball. And where that leads, it leads back into mental relapse, and that's where we really want to catch it, is when it's before it gets to that stage.
Yeah. Like it goes into a loop, right?
Yep.
Your mind goes into a loop, and then it just
Snowballs into.
feelings and temptation and wanting to numb out feelings
Yep.
or not wanting to feel certain feelings.
So that's a good place. Like if you're starting to get that into a little bit of a depression, into a little bit of feeling something, if you're empathetic towards something, and then you feel that empathy on that situation, circumstance, or whatever it is that you saw, you know that would be some place where you could put your mind to something else. Get a pen, a piece of paper, think about what you want to do in the future, write it down, make little steps, make little goals. And then with these little goals, you'll be mindful of those little goals, and then you'll eventually not forget about what you did, but then later on in your journey, you'll be able to address what it was. you know when it comes time to it, you'll be able to address what it was that really triggered you or something like that, and move on from it.
Yeah. Yeah, even like another thing I was kind of come across on my social media, um, like what you touched on, um, like I think for a man, the those little reels that pop up on your page every once in a while. There's one that popped up on mine, and it spoke about like being a man, being a male. You're wired different, um, and I think what the message it was saying was like a good place to be as a man is in a state of like growth. And then they gave examples like reading, writing, working on something, building something, like that. So you're not stuck in that loop, right?
You're always busy doing something. Because like I said, like if you're not busy doing something, then you're stuck in your mind. And that's kind of like a bad place to be. Is it when you're stuck in your mind, that's when all the emotions start to run, right? You get depression, and then you get apprehensions, you get just everything that comes with having an issue within your life, right? Within yourself. But I mean, if you're just the basic things like going for a walk, taking a little hatchet into the bush and grabbing a couple trees or something, make a little fence, or just doing something,
Even this firewood.
just keeping yourself busy, right? That's the biggest thing, is keep yourself busy. It doesn't matter what you do, but you just got to do something. Get your mind to something else. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, what about for New Year's? New Year, like goals or resolutions or anything for this upcoming year?
Just focusing on self growth is my thing. That's my thing, and it's going to be my thing until I got things figured out. But I have no real goals. um I have small goals, which is like self growth, which would be like completing the task of acquiring that ever so needed driver's license, right? I'm almost there, right? So it's like things like that, which would give me that much more. I don't know. It would open so much more doors to me, right? I
Yeah.
would be able to go places, do things, um, be more. I would be able to help other people doing, small tasks or whatever, just getting myself from A to B. I would be able to do that much more things as opposed to not having them and trying to figure out a way to get from A to B. Things like that, right? It's just personal self growth, is kind of my main thing.
Yeah. A little side note, and I hope he doesn't mind. This young man, maybe your feelings or thoughts around that, McCaden. I think that's good news.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's a good thing, man. Like I think it's good that he's wants to keep going with what he's doing. Like getting, you know, it's kind of sad that he's gonna be moving on from here, from Seventh Generation. But like it's a good thing where he's at, and I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? I'm happy for him, and I'm happy that he's making a move. Getting back on his feet. And I think it's exciting. I think it's exciting, and he's going to a new place of employment.
So who's McCaden and where's he going and what's he doing? What's he?
McCaden is my son, and he's an aspiring welder. I think he needs a few more hours to get into his second year schooling, and he got an opportunity to go work someplace not too far from here. I think it's in Kitscoty. I'm not sure the name of the company or what he has in store, but I think that's really good news. That he messaged me a little while ago and he said I got the job. I start Monday, so that's really short notice for start. But I mean, like I'm happy. I'm happy that he made that commitment. I'm happy that he's really moving forward with his dream and his goals.
Yeah. Yeah, for those that don't know, McCaden, like Brian said, that's his son, and he's been helping us out with the program here, live streaming. We did National Addictions Week, and we did the concerts and whatever live streams we did here at the end of the year. Yeah, he's a really bright young man, and he's young, you know, like when
He's
I was spending time with him, I had a lot of memories of being that age, and not like totally different skill set from what I was into at that age. Like he's into like what you were into as his dad, you know, like mechanics and working with your hands, and he has that. I could see that. And
I think given the opportunity, like if I think he would excel in anything. You
yeah,
know, if he was given an opportunity to become an auto tech, he would excel in it. You know, a heavy duty tech, he would excel in it. Running equipment, he would excel in it. Being a carpenter, he would excel. You know, that's the kind of mindset he's got. He's got like I think he likes to challenge himself, and I think he's gonna go a long ways. I'm happy for him.
yeah, I think so too. And I think the good thing with all of that you just said, I think he knows where his passion is or his interest, and it's welding.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when we were together your past couple of months, he would bring that up, you know, like on his own. So it's cool. It's good that he got himself a job in the area that he wants to be in.
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Shout out to McCaden. Anything else?
I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to all the listeners. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to Nathan and Cal and Candace and McCaden, the whole crew here at Seven Generation, all of Onion Lake, Itaski and O here. No akumaga nak naskum now. Hey.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. Yeah, so again, this live is for this game tomorrow. U of S Huskies women's hockey team versus Red Deer Queens. Charter's leaving at 11:30 tomorrow from the arena. Message me on Facebook or my cell or however. Transportation provided, admission is covered, and I think we're gonna be helping out with some meals. I think. Yeah, it's the only thing I could say. This is something you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss the opportunity to see this level of hockey, especially from like women.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they play like, I don't know, I don't want to sound offensive, but I think they could beat a lot of men's teams and boys teams, you know, like that's how deadly this league is, I guess.
Just a quick question. So the arrival time coming back from this game would be what, 7 o'clock kind of thing, or
Well, it's scheduled for 2 hours on the poster that Thunderchild posted. So they have 3 to 5. So for us it'd be 2 to 4.
Yeah.
We'll load up probably by 4:35 the latest. Come back, we're about an hour away. So we'll be back here about 6-7ish
6 o'clock.
in there.
and then rides to the arena. That's where the charter bus is going to be departing from, and then rides home from getting back to the arena. So whoever's going to go will have to need the ride to the arena and then back home from the arena.
Yeah. So yeah, coordinate that with your mums and dads and aunties and uncles.
Mushrooms and googums.
Mushrooms and googums. I think that's it. It's a game you don't want to miss. Guarantee you that it's gonna be wicked hockey, especially seeing one of our own young ladies. You know.
Is there a way you could you put this up on the screen for them to see?
I posted it on our page.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay, here.
Right on.
Put it on there.
Right on. I'm looking forward to this. I think mark a little box there beside my name and put me on a charter bus there.
Yeah. Yeah,
be a
like
part of it.
honestly, man, like these girls are.
There you go.
It's crazy how deadly they are.
Come out and support our local female college hockey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, University U of S Huskies, Saskatoon, and Jacqueline Chief, which is going to be playing in Thunderchild tomorrow afternoon at 2:00. You know, it'll be something to see.
Yeah. Let's see if I can screen share this one.
There
Oh,
it is.
hard to read, but it's on our Facebook page anyway. All the info is there. Right, logging off. You could shut her down, bro.
Okay, Miyugi Sigan Sikakyo no Akumaganak. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh.